Yeah. Here, I'll cover this window. This window's open. No, it's not.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here.
I got blood on the floor right here.
Hey, I got a TV knocked over and a coffee table knocked over.
Police are at the home of Zoraida Bartolomei. Just hours earlier, her mother called 911 after nobody could reach the family. Zoraida wasn't answering her phone. Her husband hadn't shown up for work, and their 2 young sons had seemingly vanished.
Romeo, please, anybody here?
At first, officers expected to find a family that simply didn't want to be disturbed. Instead, they were about to uncover a scene so disturbing that veteran detectives would spend weeks trying to understand what happened inside this house, because behind the front door, an entire family was waiting to be found, and the person responsible was someone they never saw coming.
From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out now!
Lairway Communications, how can I help you?
Yes, please. I'm calling for my daughter, Zoraida Bartolomei. She lives at 512 Concord Avenue, Romeoville, Illinois, and we haven't heard from her or her husband or her children during the whole day. No answering the phone. If somebody can go by the house and check them, because the husband, they called from his work that he didn't show up to work. And he never, he's always at work.
2 Romeoville police officers were dispatched to 512 Concord Avenue. At the time, there was little reason to suspect anything was wrong, but as they approached the house, that feeling wouldn't last long.
Romeo 30128, the drive.
Romeo, please, anybody here? Thanks for coming.
The house was completely dark. No one answered the front door, yet the family's vehicles were still parked outside. As officers moved around the property, they began looking through the windows. That's when they noticed something strange. A TV was lying on the floor. A coffee table had been overturned. It looked as though a struggle had taken place inside.
Keep an eye on that garage, yeah? Let's go. See if you can just peek in the back. There's a window, right? Yeah. Here, I'll cover this window. This window's open. No, it's not.
Oh God. Dogs are dead. 2 dead dogs.
I need more units here. Hold this.
350.
I got 2 dead dogs. TV's knocked over and a coffee table knocked over in the front room.
As the officers looked inside, they were met with a chilling sight. 2 dogs lay dead inside the home, both appearing to have been shot. The discovery was deeply unsettling. In an instant, the welfare check took on a far darker tone. If someone had already opened fire inside the house, there was no telling what awaited them deeper within. The officers immediately began preparing for entry. One officer radioed for additional units, knowing they could be walking into an active and potentially dangerous scene. Every possibility had to be considered, including the chance that the shooter was still inside. The atmosphere grew tense as backup units were dispatched.
Hey, open the trunk.
Go down, I'm coming.
07 in route.
Units from 367. I'm waiting for at least one more to make entry.
You got it to the front of the back home.
Ma'am, do you know your neighbors at all?
Neighbors?
Yeah, right here.
No, I don't know them. Why?
No? Okay. Have you seen anybody come and go in the last day or so?
I'm here visiting my daughter, and we keep to ourselves.
Okay, would you mind just doing me a favor? Could you just stay in the house, please? Wait for, you know what? I'm waiting for 2 more units because I want 2 units up front while 3 make entry in the back. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anything to peek. Tell you what, Drake, go cover him. Cover the back door, Drake, from that corner.
Yeah, back door.
Down for. Down for.
As additional officers arrived, the property was quickly surrounded. Believing the person responsible could still be inside, officers took up positions around the home, hoping that if anyone attempted to flee, they would run straight into one of the officers waiting outside. With the perimeter secured, attention shifted to the next step, making entry. But before they could go inside, officers were forced to consider a troubling possibility. If a suspect was still in the house, they could be walking directly into a confrontation. There would be no way to predict how that person might react once police breached the door. For the officers gathered outside, the next few moments carried a level of uncertainty that couldn't be ignored. Soon, they would have their answer.
You with me.
We're coming up 23.
You guys hold the front, okay? From a position of cover, please. I don't know if anybody's in there or not.
You got another door right here.
Hey, you know what? Hey, one of you guys holding this one of you guys holding the front.
There were no other side doors, right?
No, not that I know of. Hey, Ron.
Yep.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna boot it. We're gonna go nice and slow, all right? Drake, you stay behind me.
Right when we get to the door, there's going to be 1 dead dog. You gotta get over
Hey,
it, all right?
no, you're behind me,
To
okay?
the left, there's a 2nd dead dog.
You stay in the back of the stack. You watch our 6 as we move through the house, okay? Corey, come up here, cover this door, this window.
Got it.
Fuck, this lights is dead, god damn it.
Chris, it's here.
Here, come on,
Can I
shoot.
fight?
No, I got one.
Check the door.
Here,
Door
cover
first.
the window. What do you see, Corey? Boom, move up.
399 up 23.
I got nothing. Move it up.
How many dead dogs you got?
We got 1 dead dog right here. We got a 2nd dead dog over to the left.
No, all right, watch out. Watch
Hey,
out.
hey, why don't you check the door handle first before we kick you in?
Stand by. Door's open. All right. Hold on.
Dispatch Romeo 315. 133 traffic. Romeo units 1033 traffic only.
Make an entry 33 traffic only. All right, Ron, go ahead. I'm flipping light switches as we go. Romeo, please, anybody here? Hey. Stand by. Lights, switch isn't working. Here, Ron.
Yep.
What's gonna happen is, we're gonna move this door threshold right. Corey, you're gonna hold right.
All right, ready?
As officers moved deeper into the house, the true horror of the scene began to reveal itself. Lying in the hallway was 38-year-old Alberto Rolon. He had been shot dead. Then came an even more devastating discovery. Inside a nearby bedroom, officers found 32-year-old Zoraida Bartolomei and her 2 young sons, Adriel and Diego Rolon. All 3 had been shot dead. In an instant, any hope of finding survivors vanished. What had started as a welfare check had turned into one of the most horrific crime scenes these officers had ever encountered. The discovery of the children was especially difficult to comprehend. Who could do something like this? And more importantly, why? As investigators processed the scene, they began noticing evidence scattered throughout the residence. Numerous spent shell casings littered the floors, revealing the sheer brutality of the attack. But investigators weren't just looking for evidence of what happened. They were searching for something that could tell them who did it. Somewhere inside that house was a clue that would eventually help detectives unravel the entire case. As investigators continued processing the scene, they began collecting and cataloging every piece of potential evidence. Among the items recovered was Zoraida's cell phone. Detectives quickly began examining the device, hoping it might provide a clue about who would want to target this family. It didn't take long for a name to emerge: Nathaniel Huey. As investigators dug deeper, they learned that Zoraida had been involved in a secret relationship with him. But it wasn't the affair itself that caught their attention. The messages exchanged in the days leading up to the murders had become increasingly troubling. Something had clearly changed. Detectives now had someone who might be able to explain what happened inside that house. Hoping he could provide answers, investigators wasted little time. The very next day, they went straight to Nathaniel's workplace.
So, what can you tell us?
The relationship stems from here.
Mm-hmm. And you guys, are you married?
Yeah, but not paper. Like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, yes, but like, we're not didn't go to court. They like, official.
So like church married, but not paper married?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you still with her or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand. I mean, we're married. I understand why you want to keep it on the down low. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to figure out.
It's not like she's like a bad girl. It's just that like.
And you said you've never had contact with her husband? Like he's never sent you a message or called you or contacted you? No. All right. Do you have any of like information, like any saved text messages or Snapchats or anything from her? Okay. Well, before I'm running myself ragged here. Before I forget everything. All right. So your first name's Nate. What's your last name? You spell it?
H-U-E-Y.
H-U-E-Y. Is it Nathaniel?
When detectives asked Nathaniel about the messages he had exchanged with Zoraida in the days leading up to the murders, his answer immediately caught their attention. He claimed he had deleted them. For investigators, that was hard to ignore. Nathaniel was one of the last people known to have been in contact with Zoraida. Yet the very messages detectives wanted to see had suddenly disappeared. Sensing there was more to the story, detectives began pressing harder. The interview was quickly becoming far more than a routine conversation.
When you leave this room, we're not telling you to work anything. It's none of their business. This is our conversation, so it's up to you, whatever you want to tell them. Obviously, we talked to her family, we talked to friends and stuff, hence why we're here, and that's why we're sitting in this room talking to you. And, like, I got to ask, do you have anything to do with this? Okay. You know I have to ask, and you know that your number is going to be in her phone, and we're going to find your text messages, and we're going to find that stuff, and I want to get a surprise later on that you guys are fighting, or that there was something going on between you two, or the three of you that I don't know about, Something like that.
Nobody was threatening anybody. We were fighting. Like, really, she was like fucking angel, you know what I'm saying?
The angel Nathaniel spoke of was dead, shot to death alongside her family. And as the interview continued, detectives found themselves asking a troubling question. Was Nathaniel hiding something?
This is so new to us, investigation-wise. We have tons of videos to go through, and license plates, readers, and like text messages, Snapchat messages, and all that stuff. So it's so in the beginning of this investigation that we're just kind of reaching out to talk to all her family, friends, and everybody like that. And that's why we're here talking to you. And I just hope, in your head, if you could think of something like, oh, you guys should know about this, it's the time to tell us now before we find it later on, in the computer, or we find it in a phone message or something.
No, I didn't really know, a whole lot about, her like avenue medicated, you know what I'm saying? So we're just kind of like just trying to just move things forward.
All right. What kind of car do you drive?
GMC Denali.
Denali? Like a SUV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buried among Nathaniel's answers was a detail detectives wouldn't soon forget, a GMC Denali. At the time, it meant very little. But that vehicle would soon become a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Hold on a second. So we were talking with the bosses, and they said, well, we already went through phones. They already got one half of the conversation. And you said you talked to her on your phone, right? Okay. So what we'd like, or what we're asking for, is consent to get the text messages off your phone between you and her, or Snapchat or whatever it is between you, so we have both sides of it. We're trying to eliminate you as a suspect, but...
It's on the computer, right? You can get it on the computer.
No, we have to take the phone, we plug it in, we take it out, and we give your phone back.
Oh, I haven't been that.
That's even better.
I saw you.
No, I believe you, but... Well, yeah, I mean, just let me see it. But I mean, I believe you, it's just the problem is that
This is all I have right there from her. I don't have anything back.
Detectives insisted that a quick look at Nathaniel's phone could help eliminate him as a suspect, but Nathaniel claimed there was nothing to see. He said he had already deleted his messages with Zoraida. He even showed detectives the empty conversation, but instead of easing their concerns, it only deepened them.
Oh, this from this morning?
Yeah. Everything else, so you have to grab it from the computer.
Well, I mean, it'll be on there. It'll be on your phone. You can't. Still in the thing. In the catch.
When you delete stuff, it's never actually.
So let's just say you have like a 64 gig phone. You use about 58 of it. The rest is the catch. It stays in the catch.
What Nathaniel didn't realize was that deleting a message doesn't always make it disappear. As detectives explained how phone data is stored, the reality began to sink in. Those messages could still be recovered. And for the first time, Nathaniel seemed to understand that the truth wasn't gone. It was still sitting inside that phone. From that moment on, something changed. Detectives noticed it.
Pulled it off or something, so we was going to take a look. I mean, on our side of it, we can get a search warrant, to go through the phone, and it's taking a little longer. But on the fastest way would be consent, pull it off and give your phone back, than it would be to, and again, I explained to you earlier, I'm trying to eliminate you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a deceased girl and her last fling or boyfriend or whatever is you. And I'm sure that if you're an outsider looking in, who's your suspect? I mean, and so I'd like to eliminate that. I'd like to say, well, no, we looked through stuff. He didn't have nothing to do with it. We're done with it.
I'd rather you guys just go on the computer.
I agree with you, but again, there's it would take us, a couple hours to pull information off the phone that could eliminate you as a suspect, like right from the start.
But Nathaniel wasn't worried about his conversations with Zoraida. He was worried about someone else. Someone much closer to him. A person detectives hadn't discovered yet. But that person would soon emerge as one of the most important figures in the entire investigation.
Anytime somebody dies, you look at the husband, the boyfriend, if it's a girl, if it's a guy, you look at his wife and any kind of lovers he had, and that's what we look at. We start there. And then this person was at work, so we eliminate that. Or this person was, we went through the phone, there's nothing between those two, no threats, you're telling us there's no threats, but I can't go to our bosses. I can't go to a state attorney and say, no, I verified it. There's no threats. I have to. If I can verify and say, no, I went through his phone. There's no threats. They seemed to be good together. There was no threats. There was no animosity between the two of them. There was no fighting. There was none of that stuff. eliminate you?
Just go on the computer, Chief, because I don't want to give up my phone. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm just telling you, it's
I completely understand what you're saying, and I'm not even trying to give you guys a hard time, but like taking my phone and all that, like, and you already told me like you can get it from.
We can get her side of it. I can't get your side. That's the problem. So I can get her side of it. If you know where she's got her phone, I can get that side of it.
How about this? How about I come see you guys later today after work or something like that? Because I got fucking other shit in there that I don't necessarily want you to be like looking at. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. But again,
I promise you, I don't care what you look at.
No, it's not like fucking like freak shit like that or anything like that. Just
well, I'm saying even if we, yeah, I mean, if you, again, well, I'm asking for consent. The consent means that we plug it right in, we dump it because you've told us it's okay. Without that, then we have to get a search warrant. If we get a search warrant, then we have to type that up, and it's gonna take longer.
I can bring it down to you guys, and you can dump it all you want to. We're cool with that.
We'll be there. The address is on the card.
Well, let me step out.
There right after work.
Yeah, that's we'll have to do that. Yeah, but I mean, you do understand how that kind of defeats the purpose, though. Like we're looking for you know, like Snapchat stuff, and then you delete Snapchat stuff. It's going to kind of look like you're guilty. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't opened my Snapchat in so long, so you're welcome to present it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the computer will show.
Yeah.
And I'm not not trying to BS you. It will show what was deleted. So the computer shows everything. Like just now, when you open up the phone to show me that text message, when I plugged in the computer, it's going to say at this date, at this time, somebody opened up a text message, and a text message read blah blah blah. So if you just delete some photographs that you don't like, then you're right that'll show in there, and we don't really care about that. But if it shows you deleted a shitload of text messages and this, it's going to show you did that, and it's going to make you look guilty again. And again, I'm not threatening you. I'm not babying you. I'm trying to be like man to man, honest with you. I'm trying to eliminate you as a suspect, and doing suspicious things between here and there could hurt you.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying completely.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'll come down there later today. We'll dump it and hand it back.
Okay. All right, you got my card with the address on it.
Yeah. I promise you.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
Sorry, yeah.
No, you're good.
Nathaniel refused to hand over his phone. Even after detectives told him they would obtain a search warrant, they warned him that if he deleted, altered, or tampered with anything on the device, it would only make him look more guilty. But until that warrant was signed, there was nothing stopping him from walking away with the phone. Nathaniel insisted he would bring it back later. Detectives couldn't afford to wait, so they changed tactics. Instead of focusing on the phone, they decided to put Nathaniel himself to the test. They asked if he would submit to a polygraph examination.
Are you willing to take a polygraph test if ever needed?
I guess.
And then DNA, swab in your mouth if needed? I'm asking this stuff now. I mean, we again, these are one of those things where if in the future we needed it, I could go to a judge and say, this is why I believe I need it and get a warrant for it. But I always ask people. I ask people straight up, right? Because, most people ain't got on the high. Are like, yeah.
This is just some shit that I
never thought of.
Although the results of a polygraph are generally not admissible as evidence in court, investigators still use them as an investigative tool. The real evidence would come from somewhere else, his DNA. Detectives collected a DNA sample and sent it for forensic testing, but there was still one piece of evidence they hadn't secured: Nathaniel's phone. Sometime later, he finally agreed to hand it over. What Nathaniel had been trying to protect wasn't just the messages between him and Zoraida. Buried inside the phone was something far more important: a location, a person he desperately didn't want detectives to find. And that discovery would change the course of the entire investigation.
Hello. Hi, Hermolinda. My name is Detective Garcia. From the Romeo Police Department. This is Detective Wagner.
This is Hermolinda Palomou, Nathaniel Huey's fiancée. Whatever detectives had just found on Nathaniel's phone, it had led them straight to her. Somehow, she was connected.
I know you know what's going on and why you were here. Okay? I know you were talking on the phone with your husband right now.
Husband
Okay.
or boyfriend?
Okay. Does he live here with you? How long have you guys been together?
2015.
Okay. We're investigating a murder. Okay? So, we have in our possession some phones, okay? And in those phones, we're doing what it's called a phone dump. So what happens is if anybody's talking on a text app that you can download, for example, Text Now, we can retrieve those messages.
Okay.
By now, detectives had already searched Nathaniel Huey's phone. Hidden among its contents was a conversation with Hermolinda Palomou, a conversation that appeared to revolve around one chilling subject: the killing of Zoraida Bartolomei.
We have retrieved those messages. All right, we've read them. They're pretty clear that somebody's pretty upset at the victim. Okay, is there any way that these text messages are going to come back to you, or your name, or your phone, or anything associated with that?
With Nathaniel still inside the house, detectives decided to separate the two. They wanted to speak with Hermolinda alone.
So we'd like to speak with you without him present. Are you okay with that?
Sure, do you want me to walk away?
Wherever you're comfortable.
Wherever you're comfortable, right?
Well, the dogs are all around, so...
Oh yeah, but we're out front of the house in the backyard, right? I'm not saying go in. I'm not saying go in the house, but we can talk with you out over here. If you're okay with that, we can go over by my car if you'd like.
Let me get my jacket.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh,
Hermolinda,
yeah.
how long have you known Huey?
Since probably 2015.
Okay. Why are you scared of him?
Oh, I'm not scared. Well,
Okay. Why are you scared right now?
because when I called him, because I was scared, I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
He said, someone's following me.
Okay.
So I called. And then I heard him say, why are you following me? Do you want to search the car? And then someone said to him, there are messages from you, and it's because her husband found out you were having an affair. And I didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
That he was having an affair.
Okay.
When did you find that out? Right now?
Just right now.
Okay. When's the last time that he had an affair? Because I know this is not the first time.
No, it's not.
Okay. When's the last time you knew he had an affair?
When we first started dating.
2015?
2015 to maybe 17. You know what? His son was born and he said, I'm not having any more affairs. I'm not cheating on you.
Okay.
Stupidly.
Okay.
Do I know if he stopped? No, I don't know.
Okay, so the last time you
Well, hold
knew?
on.
Okay.
So then I had a party at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I fell asleep, and apparently he said someone kissed him, and that was all that. So I don't know, maybe it was 2019.
Okay.
And he said, no, she kissed me, and that was it. Come on. We're all drunk.
You know him better than we do, so.
Anyways, he said that he He said that he was no longer going to do that.
Okay.
She insisted she'd only recently discovered he was having an affair. She said it wasn't the first time he'd been unfaithful. At face value, it sounded like a familiar motive. Jealousy, betrayal, a relationship falling apart, but detectives had no idea that this story had started long before anyone learned about the affair. Months earlier, Nathaniel had begun receiving strange messages from people he didn't know. At first, they seemed random, then they became personal. The sender knew where he had been. They knew what he was doing. They claimed they were watching him. Before long, the messages became increasingly disturbing. They warned Nathaniel that Zoraida couldn't be trusted. They claimed she was setting him up. They insisted dangerous people were tracking his every move and that his life was in danger. Different names appeared in the conversations, different phone numbers, different online identities. Together, they created the illusion that Nathaniel was communicating with an entire network of people. But detectives would eventually uncover a very different reality. There was no cartel, no team of hackers, no organization watching Nathaniel's every move. According to investigators, the accounts all led back to a single person. Hermolinda Palomo. Sitting in the patrol car, she appeared to be nothing more than a woman who had just discovered her fiancé was cheating.
That's why I'm upset.
All right. Do you know any of the names of the affairs that he's had in the past? Any of the female names?
Well, he was with his... I don't know names. I know that they said one time to me that he's probably with a lot of people.
Okay.
But he had recently said, I haven't been with a lot of people. I don't know.
Do you trust him?
I obviously can't trust him now, can I?
But you said you believe he's had multiple or many affairs while you two have been together?
I was hoping that they were done because I was hoping to trust, because you have to...
When you find out about him, like, what happens? You guys get into arguments? Do you talk to the women that he's having affairs with?
No, for what?
I don't know.
No.
Leave your man alone kind of thing?
No, I'm too old for that. I'm 50 years old. There's no reason for me to, no. And quite honestly, it's not the female's fault. It's his fault.
Right.
So, no.
I mean, obviously you get upset over it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to hold it back right now. But like I said, I probably went through years. I mean, yeah, I had said he was doing security, and I had said to him, are you cheating on me? And he said, no, you know what? They flirt with me, but I don't fall into that.
What kind of security does he do?
Like at clubs.
Like a bouncer?
Yeah.
Is it armed security?
No, I don't think he can carry arms there.
Okay. Does he own guns?
No.
No. Has he ever been known to have guns?
Mm-mm. He has that, give me a second, please.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Milwaukee, Bristol, and it's not paint, it's airsoft.
He plays it? He does airsoft stuff?
Yeah, he does airsoft. He's in a team. I'm sorry, no.
Okay.
Do you guys have water?
I don't. This is a sealed drink.
I'm not taking that from you. I'm
No,
sorry.
sure, okay.
Yeah, because that's a big thing.
Well, if you don't want to drink all thing, obviously you can drink. We'll throw it out when you're done.
Yeah.
And airsoft gun.
Okay.
He has an airsoft gun. That's it.
How sure are you that he doesn't have a gun?
I'm actually very positive.
Okay.
Her loyalty didn't make sense, not after what she claimed she'd just learned. Yet she never turned on Nathaniel. That caught the detectives' attention, so they began asking Hermolinda about Zoraida. Nathaniel had already acknowledged the affair, but when detectives mentioned Zoraida by name, Hermolinda's reaction surprised them.
Have you ever met Zoraida?
No.
You seen a picture of her?
No.
So that name comes up to you because you saw it?
Well, really, that name stuck in my head because that night I thought, are you cheating on me?
Was the person calling
They're calling in.
Okay.
More than once. And it was a long name. I thought it was Bartholomew, actually. It was a long name, but...
So when we asked your husband if he knew this person, Zoraida, he said, I've never heard that name. Why would he be lying to us?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should I believe him?
I don't know. Please don't tell him I said
We're not
this.
going to tell him anything.
I don't...
The moment detectives mentioned Zoraida's name, Hermolinda's demeanor changed. Until then, she believed they were asking about Nathaniel's affair, but detectives made it clear this wasn't about infidelity. It was about 4 murders.
Okay. Well, that is probably very accurate. But we're not here to put him on have a trial on whether or not he had an affair, okay? We have a matter of someone lost their life. So him having an affair is the least of my worries.
Understood.
All right?
I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it up. It's not your problem. I get it.
You didn't do it. He did.
I'm just...
Right?
Again, I understand.
Okay.
I know I talk a lot, and I know what you guys are here for something else, and I'm making it about cheating, and it's not.
Well, I mean, it could be. I mean...
So are you guys saying that you're trying to find out if he killed the husband?
We're trying to find out who was involved. So we're talking to everyone. We're talking to you. We're talking to him. We're talking to other people because, as you may be aware, people lie to the police, right? So we don't know who's lying.
Gotcha.
What I would like to ask you is, on either Friday or Saturday night, did he go out with his friends?
No.
Did he work?
Friday night? No, he was with me.
Saturday night?
No. Okay, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
When I get a chance to be with him, I'm with him.
Okay.
So Friday night, we started drinking, and we were at home, and we were drinking and drinking and drinking. We drink a lot.
Okay.
Okay? We probably fell asleep. He sleeps in the garage. I sleep in my room.
Why does he sleep in the garage?
Because he says that he's more comfortable in the garage. But
is there a bed in there?
No, it's a couch.
He sleeps on a couch in the garage. Garage isn't finished?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I know, but that's not why we're here. And I don't mean to be rude.
No, you're not being rude at all.
I'm just saying I'm not going to get in.
Right.
And now I know. So we were drinking, and then we woke up and we were hungover.
On Saturday?
So he said, we got to move. I said, okay, I really want to go to Ross. I want to buy some jeans. And then he said, let's get something to eat. I said, okay. I said, you decide. He said, okay, let's go to Jersey Mike's. It was still day. And I got home. I fell asleep. And apparently I woke up and yelled at everybody.
What time did you fall asleep at?
Oh, I don't even know. It was day. It was still day. But he was with the kids playing GTA.
Okay.
And then my daughter had said to me, did you wake up in the middle of the night? And I said, no, why? And she said, well, I was just wondering because you were yelling at everybody and it seemed like you were just sleeping and I think I heard you talking in your sleep. I said, no, I didn't. And then I said, maybe it was Nate that was talking in his sleep. And she said, no, Nate was snoring because the door was open and everybody was hearing him snore. I said, I didn't hear that.
As Hermolinda begins walking detectives through the night of the murders, her account unfolds almost like a rehearsed timeline.
No, we were sleeping. We were hungover.
Okay.
I know it's not your business, but I personally can't drink 2 nights in a row, and I get very, very hungover.
What about him? Could he drink 2 nights in a row?
I guess he could, but if nobody was there, so he was sleeping because we were up pretty. I want to say my daughter said, no, her boyfriend said, I heard Nate Saturday morning. I think he was still drinking. He was going to work, and it was 5 a.m. My daughter's boyfriend was going to work at 5 a.m. And
No, Saturday morning or Sunday morning?
Saturday morning. And then when I woke up for a brief moment Saturday, maybe like 1, 2, he was still sleeping. And so I went back to bed. And then, I don't know what time we went to Ross.
How do you know he was still sleeping if you guys sleep and
Because
separate?
I saw him. I had the garage door open. Remember I said my daughter heard him snoring? He had the garage door open. So I got up, I looked, and he was on the couch. Well, you're right. Maybe he was facing the couch, not sleeping.
One day, would it be safe to say that you probably would have not known?
No, I think everybody knows when he leaves, because when you slam our door, the front door, you don't even have to slam it. Like, you hear it. And the house is, it's fragile. You hear everything. So, no. Especially, like, maybe if I would, like, Friday night, maybe, because we were drinking. And if I would have passed out on Friday in the morning, maybe he could have done that.
100%.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be covering for Nate at all?
No, he was here. Even my daughter said he was here.
Hermolinda's account was detailed. Every answer had an explanation. Every gap had a reason on its own. It was the kind of story that could have been difficult to unravel. If that was all detectives said, it might have been enough. But what Hermolinda didn't know was that by the time she was telling this story, detectives already had something she couldn't explain away. A ring camera mounted on a neighbor's home directly across the street from 8021 Sumac Drive, quietly recording, waiting to tell its own version of that night. The footage captured a black Chevrolet Malibu passing through the neighborhood. At first, it was just another car. But as detectives compared the footage with license plate reader hits, tollway records, and other surveillance, they identified it as Hermolinda Palomo's black Chevrolet Malibu. Then they obtained the cell phone location data for both Hermolinda and Nathaniel. It confirmed what the vehicle evidence had already begun to suggest. During the time frame investigators believe the murders occurred, both phones were in the area, the surveillance footage, the Malibu, and now, the phone data independent pieces of evidence, all pointing to the same two people. By now, detectives believed they had identified the people responsible. The next step was to take them into custody. Detectives had a plan. They would ask Nathaniel Huey to return for another interview. Once he arrived, they would detain him. With that plan in place, they tried to reach him.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Nathaniel never answered. Detectives knew something had changed. Search warrants were quickly obtained for the suspect's residence and vehicles as investigators worked to locate Nathaniel and Hermolinda. The Romeoville Police Department issued a statewide bulletin asking law enforcement agencies to be on the lookout for the pair. The manhunt had begun. Fortunately for investigators, Nathaniel had already revealed a crucial detail.
All right, what kind of car do you drive?
GMC Denali.
3 days later, September 20th, 2023, that very GMC Denali was detected by a license plate reader in Catoosa, Oklahoma. Surveillance cameras inside a nearby Walmart captured Nathaniel and Hermolinda walking through the store smiling, laughing, completely unaware that police were already closing in. The moment Nathaniel realized police had found them, he didn't stop. He accelerated, refusing to surrender, triggering a police pursuit. Minutes later, the chase came to a violent end on Interstate 44.
I got door, do not see movement. No movement. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out now! Come out now! There may be unconscious. I don't see anything. Got your cover. Cover. Got it. Nothing. Floorboard. Get her. Got cover. Grab her belt. You got that door? Can't see. Where's fire? Get fire extinguisher at least. Fire, go ahead and come up here. We need extinguisher.
extinguisher.
Behind you. I got driver door.
As officers closed in on the burning SUV, they expected one final confrontation. Instead, they found Nathaniel Huey and Hermolinda Palomo dead inside. Investigators later determined that, rather than surrender, Nathaniel shot Hermolinda before turning the gun on himself. In the end, investigators concluded that Hermolinda Palomo spent years creating a fictional criminal organization through fake identities, anonymous phone numbers, and carefully crafted messages. She convinced Nathaniel Huey that powerful criminals were watching him and that the threats against him were real. Detectives believe that fantasy became the driving force behind the murders. By the time the truth was uncovered, 4 innocent people, including 2 young boys, had already lost their lives. Over 80% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to support more in-depth true crime investigations like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps keep the channel alive and allows us to continue covering more crime stories with the time, research, and attention they deserve. You can also check out some of our other investigations on screen now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next case.